We're just gonna make this real quick. I just want to make one more point. Shalom to like to Israel, hopefully to Israel, Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, foreign Israelites, elected the nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. Gonna give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, double honors to those and the apostles of the great millstone, and peace and blessing to the elect. I just want to make a quick point on, you know, why the apostles are saying this, because a lot of people who are not in GMS, they're like stuff like this shows you that they don't really got no respect uh for brothers. Elders, apostles, brothers, they don't really have no respect. They don't really have no reverence for brothers. People who claim that they love the Lord, and this shows it right here. Because right after I get done doing this video, this particular brother, he come on the channel, and the whole thing that we did was express, that we know that this brother was put in a position where he was basically suspended till further notice to see what he was going to do. How he was going to grow, and that's what happens sometimes. It's just like a tree. The Lord will cut off a branch and see if that branch is going to grow back and produce good fruit, instead of just cutting down the whole tree. And that's basically what happens whenever, something like this happens. You get, put out on the put out a brotherhood or whatever to further notice, to see what you're going to do. But this right here shows that there's really no honor or respect for the Lord's structure that he set up in his truth, man. Because especially over here in GMS, Oklahoma, Zaquan, he's real big about, you salute your brothers. When you having a conversation with another brother, another elder, any other brother, you see that all across the board. Every time you speak to a brother, you salute him. You bless him in the name of Bahasham, Yahawashi, and the Qadash, the Holy Spirit, is what we do over here. Most brothers, they just bless each other in the name of the Heavenly Father and His Son. But that's stuff that you do to show reverence to your brothers. But we're just gonna read what he said, even though we mentioned this in the lesson. This how a lot of brothers, a lot of men that claim they love GMS or they care about GMS and brothers, they don't really have no reverence for us, man. They don't really have no respect for us. That's why Apostle Tahar is separating all that right now. But this is what he said after that. He said, I was told not to come to your camp anymore. And of course, I'm not the head. So this ain't got nothing to do with me. This is the orders that come from the top. When something happened, it's not really us at the bottom or even second in command or whatever we in. That's not our job to tell what you can do or not. That comes from the heads. So when that happens, it's because you've been getting counseled by the head, by your head, and they not seeing no improvement. So then they say, okay, well, now I gotta turn up the heat to see if you're gonna respect the order. And this shows right here ain't no respect right here. It says, I was told not to come to your camp, and no shalom, no nothing. Just like I'm just a regular Jake, right? And he's saying, if it's on my spirit to preach the gospel, I have to, right? Well, if you're going to preach it, we're telling you, if you're going to be affiliated with us, you have to preach it right. That's what we're saying. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? We're not telling you to stop. I even went into that yesterday. We're not telling you got to stop anything. But if you're going to claim whatever you're preaching, don't say you're involved with us. Unless you're doing it the way we're telling you to do it. That's what we're saying. So your spirit is to preach the gospel or whatever. If you're not doing it right, don't say that you're involved with us. Don't say double honors. There's no you might as well say double honors to yourself, because you ain't showing no honor to us. Because once you talking crazy to one of us or talking to us with no respect to one of us, you're talking to all of us like that, because we're over here in order. But then he said, he said, I have to. He said, but appreciating your concerns, Jake. Right? Like, Like just talking like I'm just like not a brother in the brotherhood. That's what we talking about right here. This is why brothers don't are not. This is why affiliate camps are people who say they're affiliated with us and they're not in the camp. This is why we say we're not involved with them. Right here. This is why we tell you right here. Just the stuff right here like this. Okay? Because we mentioned everything in the lesson, man. We didn't talk no disrespect towards you. We didn't say nothing crazy about you. We just say you're going off particular things in the doctrine. And that ain't the only things you went off on. We did plenty of other stuff that we didn't mention to you that you didn't went off on. You need to get it right. But we just didn't mention all that. We just mentioned, you know, what was in the passage. But we mentioned that you didn't you was on suspension, but you still, you know, you still want to post this like you need to put your 2 cents in, man. That's a problem with Jake, man. That's a problem with Jake, man. Jake don't want to receive correction, but that's cool, man. Just do your own thing. That's what we're saying. Don't say you with GMS. Don't say the brothers because you're not really a brother. You're not considered a brother unless you reporting to the brothers, and that's talking about the nearest. So I just wanted to put that out there. It ain't nothing personal, man. But if you're not showing no respect to any of the brothers that's in your area, it's almost like not showing respect to Pastor Tahar because it's like you're not doing what he said do. So it's all good. We ain't worried about it, but we letting you know, this is the kind of behavior, Jake, that is not going to get you in the brotherhood. This right here, just saying whatever and not showing no respect, man. Not even because it said acknowledge your offenses. If you don't think you did nothing wrong, this is the kind of response you're gonna make. So hey, man, I'm gonna do one precept and I'm gone. You know, this ain't really that hard to understand. This is stuff we talking about, man. These are idle words because you don't really need to say nothing. You need to get the doctrine right and teach it right, and then get back right with the brothers that are telling you you're going off. If you're not doing that, then you're just speaking idle words. This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. That's what's happening. So, Jake, let this be a warning you. I'm talking about you other new Israelites that's coming into the truth. If you're going to be somebody like this, and you're going to be teaching, talking about Babylon the Great, whatever, and brothers come do a video on you, and this is your response, that's not a good look, Jake, because it's showing that you don't have no reverence for what the Lord set up. The Lord set us up, but it's all good, man. This is all I said to him. I said, see, no respect, like I'm not, like he said, no respect, like I'm not in GMS. No respect. No respect, man. No shalom, salakia, for the mistakes on the doctrine. I'll correct it. None of that. It's just, if I'm going to teach it. No, you can go teach it, but if you don't know it, don't teach it, because all we gave you we gave you the things to study. We gave you the GMS vault. We gave you all the archives of GMS that you can go study and learn the breakdowns of Revelation 13, Revelation 17. We gave you these breakdowns, and we even quizzed you on them. So even if you get kicked out the camp and you still have a heart to go teach the truth, you still have to teach it right. That's all we're saying. But if you're gonna be hurt about it and be like, we ain't concerned about nobody but the elect, and this is not how the elect is acting, man. This is not how the elect is gonna act. They're gonna accept rebuke, just like I said. If you rebuke a wise man, he will love thee. That means you're not gonna respond. You're gonna get yourself right, especially if you know the brother is right. And I know what I'm saying ain't just coming from me. I had a conversation. We had a conversation about you with the whole camp. you know, and we've been patient with you. So that's the reason why I'm bringing it across. Don't, you know, for new Jakes coming in, don't act like GMS ain't been patient with you. You know, if you come in, you get corrected or whatever, which you will, you'll come in and have some you got to get fixed. But any of that you point out and try to justify yourself for you going off, it's not going to be good for you in the end, Jake. So hold on, this ain't even on the right channel, man. For real. Dang, I gotta redo this thing.